Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Wyong Walla Review Show. We had another fantastic week last week.
Why is it the Wyong Walla Review Show?
Because we're here today. Beautiful swimming pool behind us. Actually looks incredibly well maintained. But we'll crack straight on with last
great week last week. The last 2 weeks have been a credit to our system, I would say. Winners all around the country and a lot of winners, and a lot of the time I haven't been there. I took a week off and took great satisfaction in the amount of winners that the team had.
week off.
Well, sort of. But and last weekend, of course, winners in three states. And I flew to Perth and
didn't get a winner.
Let the team down. Tom ran third in the Group 1, and all our roads was very unlucky. So pretty good weekend overall.
Do you want to go through them all?
Briefly.
Okay, last Wednesday we had Seaway and Besa.
Yeah, they were both good wins. Seaway,
progressive horse.
Yeah, I think it's a stable trifecta in that race. The other two will run well shortly. And Besa, was good to see her backing up within a week, yet coming back 1550 or to 1550. That was the key to her. And
then up in the coast on Saturday we had Monasterio and Carini.
Yeah, they were both city winners in Brisbane. Monasterio couldn't have been any more impressive, and nor could Carini. Torgerson ran well, running second in a black type race, and there's another one up there who ran really well. We've got the Quinella, Carini and the Rumophile.
And the Rumophile, who's in again this weekend. We also, in Ballarat, we had New Universe returning to form.
Another city race. Yeah, it was good to see him well ridden by Michael Walker, and Kira McAvoy. The start before said the blink, take the earmuffs off, and that's what we did. And Homie rolled.
Homie flew. And then Dagny and Invincible in Sydney.
Well, Dagny again, jockey.
Up to 18.
Yeah, good feedback from jockeys telling us to step her up and trip, and she won impressively, running good sectional times. And Invincible's been out of the winner's circle for a while, but no more deserving win than him.
Absolutely. Right, we'll head straight to Canterbury on Friday night, where in the first we have Higher Ground, Savical and Youngstar.
Yeah, Youngstar with 53 kilos. There's a bit of a talk about her around the traps, I've been noticing. In my opinion, she's an autumn-winter horse, a very talented filly by High Chaparral, but with the lightweight, if things went her way, she'd be hard to beat. And High Ground, a good winner.
Last start winner.
Yeah, won well. He does have about 60 kilos roughly to carry. I think he's drawn 4 of the 5 with Schofield back again aboard. He won with a bit in hand.
And Savical, also a last start winner.
Yeah,
well, big step up there.
Form's been franked since then, and Improviser's been a good winner since. And
into the next.
Yeah, so you think the blinkers switched her on, didn't you?
Savical, yeah, enormously.
So by Savabeel, 1550 will probably suit her. Stepping up to the 40 from the 1400 her first start.
Okay, then we have Atlantic Fox having the first run for the stable.
A little bit of an edgy horse, a bit keen. We would just want to shut him down and give him some confidence, and obviously give him a winning chance at the same time. So he's drawn perfectly in gate 3. 1550 first up's a bit of a query, but he's had 2 good solid trials.
And last start winner Jaunty in the same race.
She has drawn a touch awkward, I think, in about 7 or 8. Good last start winner in a much easier race. So she's stepping up in grade, and a tricky gate to contend with. So just needs an ounce of luck, Charles.
Okay, then Tivoli, second up.
Good run first up. Second up, you'd expect improvement over the same distance. Drawn well with Brendan Abdullah in the saddle.
Like Blake Shin
in the saddle. Well, he's doing a good job, isn't he?
He's doing a super job. And then into the lucky last. We love having runners in the last at Canterbury. It's our favourite race. We have Follow Suit and Liffey.
Liffey's drawn wide, first try at 1900, which will suit, but the wide gates are negative. Follow Suit, he'll improve big time. Blinkers on, extra distance, but he's also drawn a bit awkward as well. I'd say he'll attack the line strongly and run a place. Don't know if he's quite sharp enough to win yet.
Okay, then we'll head straight into Doomben on Saturday, where we have My Juliano and the Rumophile, drawn barrier 1 and 2.
Both running great, or in good form. My Juliano's going for 3 in a row. and the Rumophile backing up from last week's good second where he drew the outside gate. So It's the right race for both of them. They'll be hard to beat.
And we have Osbeck in Barrier 1.
Promising 2-year-old. Only had the one trial and he was a touch slow away. Showed good gate speed to recover quickly, and one with a bit of arrogance over the last 200 metres. So yeah, I think he's a promising horse. It's certainly going to take a lot of improvement from Saturday's race.
And Richard of York over the mile, Barrier 1.
Yeah, I think he'll need the run. He found form over 2400 and further last preparation. I don't think you can ever discount a good stay resuming, but realistically he'll need the run.
Okay, into Rose Hill, we have in the first, Flying Piero.
Yeah, he's been very professional in his jump outs and trials. He's drawn well. It's his home track, and being by Piero, you'd expect him to improve with a bit of time, but his mum did win an early season 2-year-old race.
Okay, into race 3 we have Vassal, last start winner.
Yeah, we've opted to claim with 62. Originally we thought we'd carry the full weight with a senior rider, but it's just a bit hard for them. We're finding they're competitive with big weights, but they just can't back up. So as much as it's important for them to win every start, you've also got to make sure that they're there for the whole preparation as well. So we've opted with Lee Magorian. There's no apprentice riding better than Lee, and another good jockey riding well for the stable at the moment.
And we also have Great Glen.
Great run first last start.
Huge run.
I thought we might have stepped him up too quick to 2400, but we almost got away with it. He raced well up on the speed. I guess he'll be ridden similar on Saturday, and with Glenn again aboard, he'll be hard to beat with the right weight.
Okay, then we have Salomon and Cosmic Engine.
Salomon, last start winner, was going for a hat-trick on Saturday. This is a tougher race. Cosmic Engine, good winner first up and then placed last start. Both horses working well. Hard to separate them. Maybe Cosmic Engine slight advantage over the other horse, but gee, you can't fault the way Salomon's going.
Okay, into the ATC Cup, we also have 2 in there, with both lightweights of 53 kilos, black on gold.
Yeah, well, with that weight, he's a genuine chance. His last 2 runs have been brilliant runs. The form, I think, out of his last start, second, will be very good. The winner's a pretty promising horse, and we gave it a fight. He's drawn to get a lovely run, and Kathy retains the ride and should do a good job.
Okay, and Montauk.
Yeah, I'd say he'll take another run to find his best form. We noticed that last preparation with him. We have given him a trial to try and get his fitness levels up a bit higher in between runs. But second up 2,000 metres at this level for him is probably a little tough, but let's hope I'm wrong.
Okay, into the Festival Stakes. We've got 2 headliners here with Japonisme.
Yeah, well, he's a great horse in his day, and he's only a 5-year-old, but he's been far away from his best form. So we've changed a few things with his gear. I think a cross noseband goes on, maybe a tongue tie. Glenn's back aboard. He's had the best luck with this horse, and he's drawn a good gate, and he's had a good trial in between. So we're just hoping that Japonisme can bounce back.
Okay, we also have Good Project.
Yeah,
also a Group 1 winner.
He is, and ran second in the Group 1 the railway in Perth this time last year. So frustrating horse. He gets big weights, which has sort of brought him back to the pack a little. He's drawn to get a nice run. Good jockey aboard and Shin. So hopefully he can find his best form too.
And Mr. Seawolf.
Yeah, he's an interesting runner. Come across from Ireland.
Nice lightweight.
Yeah, his form in Ireland is actually very good. He settled in very well. His trial was good. I always like to see a run or two with these horses, but gee, he's got a bit of class, this horse. So he's certainly a horse to follow, and I'd say run a cheeky race and then into the Villiers in a couple of weeks' time. He'd be cherry ripe. Then a short break and get him ready for the late autumn races.
Okay, and into the last we have Pioneering resuming.
Yeah, she's been a funny one to get back into form. She's got a bit complacent. She's trialled since her first up run. Was this her first?
No, this is her first.
So she's trialled. We gave her a good searching trial last trial, and she didn't win it, but she was pretty close. The feedback from the riders has been good. We just got to get her back into form.
Yeah, absolutely. And best guess.
Terrific win last start. He's a class horse. He's drawn a bit awkward on Saturday. Ty England's aboard. Just got to overcome gate 9. And if he can do that, he's a genuine winning chance. Really good horse.
Okay. That's all, folks.
And well done to Hugh Bowman, Japan Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And not just the Japan Cup, the Longines #1 ranked rider in the world. That's over the calendar year, ranked on, I think, a number of races.
Have you ever been ranked #1?
#2.
Ooh.
Yeah. #2 a few years ago when we had 16 Group 1 winners behind Aidan O'Brien. But there's a certain amount of races that they can run in, and there's only a certain amount in Australia. There's a lot more, obviously, in England, Ireland, France. So big effort for an Australian jockey to win it, and obviously a fitting result for Hugh Bowman, who's such a dedicated horseman.
Have a lovely weekend, folks.